So if you're a fan of the new live action stuff that's coming out on Disney Plus, especially Mandalorian, which is one of the greatest Star Wars stories I've ever seen, well, you're in luck, because there's more coming from Filoni and Favreau, apparently. Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Yeah, today we're going to talk about Star Wars. So you may have heard that Kathleen Kennedy has re-upped for at least 3 more years. That means she's going to be involved with Star Wars for a long time. And honestly, the sequel trilogy, that was pretty divisive. I think overall everybody enjoyed Force Awakens, then Last Jedi kind of went downhill, and depending which side you're on, Rise of Skywalker was good or it really sucked. But you won't find many people arguing against the recent Mandalorian series. Season 1, Season 2, I can't wait for Season 3, Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan. I mean, honestly, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are killing it on Disney+. They are making Star Wars again. And there seems to be a lot more excitement for Star Wars on Disney Plus than within the movies. I mean, Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron, that's probably not going to happen anymore. What happened to Taika Waititi Star Wars? Who knows? Rian Johnson's sequel to the sequel trilogy, what happened to that? No one knows about that either. But we do know all the Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau works that are coming to Disney Plus, and they are being filmed right now. We're going to get Boba Fett pretty soon. It's amazing over on Disney Plus. So as a studio, you're probably thinking, well, it's really working out for these guys on Disney Plus. Why don't we capture that magic over in the movies? So this is coming from Grace Randolph. Whoa, I hear Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are in talks to head over to the movie side of Star Wars. That would be brilliant. And that would be brilliant. Yes, please. That would be awesome. They seem to understand Star Wars the most, and adding the lore and the mythology really should be in the hands of Filoni and Favreau, to be quite honest. But will this be in a new direction? Where we're going to go after the current sequel trilogy? Well, I guess we can't say goodbye to the sequel trilogy characters just yet. Because recently on Empire Magazine, in reference to the sequel trilogy characters, she said this: certainly those are not characters we're going to forget. They will live on, and those are conversations that are going on with the creative team as well. They will live on? Are we going to get more of the sequel trilogy characters? Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure I remember Oscar Isaac and John Boyega and maybe even a little bit of Daisy Ridley were so keen about continuing Star Wars after that sequel trilogy. But maybe they weren't so keen about the sequel trilogy because of what happened to the sequel trilogy. It just wasn't planned out right, and their characters weren't developed that good. Well, according to Grace Randolph, once again, this is in regards to the sequel trilogy characters. Also, Star Wars is trying to bring back these characters, even Driver, most likely for Disney Plus, but movies not out of the question. I would love to see them come back with properly developed stories. So it's not exactly confirmed that they're coming back, but they are trying to get them back. And maybe the way to get them back is Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau showing them, hey, look what we're doing on Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka. Our Disney Plus series are kick-ass. Don't you want to be part of this? And I don't know if that means that this is going to be a prequel where they kind of explore each character. Does that mean Kylo Ren is back as well? So if this is a sequel to the sequel trilogy, then that is an interesting thing to explore. Or another thing is that MCU and DC, they're all exploring this multiverse idea for their universes. We had a little tidbit of what could possibly be a multiverse for Star Wars. So maybe this is a way for them to redo the sequel trilogy? I don't know. If Filoni and Favreau were able to bring them back on, and they do have incredible stories to tell, and they've certainly shown that they could tell incredible stories, then I'm pretty excited to see the sequel trilogy characters back and more fully developed stories, and maybe even a better sequel trilogy. I don't know how this is going to work out, and I don't even know if this is true, but if there's a tinge of hope that we can actually see some great stories coming from Finn, Rey, Kylo Ren, and Poe Dameron, I'm all for it. Especially maybe this time, Luke, Han, and Leia may have better endings. I don't know, if you're a Star Wars fan, let me know what you think. Do you want the sequel trilogy characters back? Do you want Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to go into the movies as well as the Disney Plus series, pretty much taking over Star Wars altogether? Let me me know down in the comments down below.